Hi, I'm Glowdeath, or more commonly known as Melanie. Welcome to my channel. Nice that you stumbled up on it. I'm gonna show you today how to get this look, and if you like it, please keep on watching. So since this is just a daily look, meaning I will not use any foundation today, which means we'll just jump in and conceal my under eye area and all the necessary spots and redness. And I'm using the Tarte Shade Tape concealer for that, and I'm in the light shades. Alright, looks good so far. Just gonna dab everything in, make sure it's nicely blended and it all goes well together. This concealer really conceals a lot, and it's really good if you ask me. I love it. It's like by far the best concealer I ever owned. And don't worry about not using enough product at first. I mean, you can always add product on top. That's what I do. I just go in with a little bit at first, and if I feel like I still need to add in more product because I'm not happy with how it looks, you can always add in some more. That is literally no problem. So my tip for you is go in with a little bit less and add some more on top if needed. I do look like I'm kind of sick right now, I know that, but it will all get better once I am applying powder to it. For the rest of my face, I'll be using my powder, which is the MAC Studio Fix and the shade N4. And I'm just gonna use my MAC brush, the 190, and just go over all the areas I just applied my concealer to. And with a more fluffy brush, I'm gonna just powder the rest of my face. And that's a MAC 150. Just make sure to tap off all the excess. Just gonna go in and bronze my face with the Cover Fix bronzer and the shade Sunset. That one. And I'm doing that with a Sephora original brush, and that is the original brush 43. Always just tap off the excess. As I said before, you can always add in some more product. Excuse me. So you just kind of want to apply this to where naturally the sun would tan your face the most, which is for me like my nose, the temples, my cheekbones, and you can always go for the jawline before you go over it by contouring it, just to give it some definition. So we're gonna move on to contouring. I'm gonna do that with my all-time favorite MAC contour, and that be the MAC in a shade Harmony. Just gonna dab in my brush, tap off the excess. I like to also blow off the excess for good measurements. There are two ways you can do this. You either just do the typical fishy face, we all know, and then you can see this is where you want to contour, or you grab your brush, your cheekbone, and exactly this is where you want to contour. And then you blend it upwards a bit so it appears to be smaller and more defined. Alright, don't want to do too much. Also do the temples and the forehead. Make it look more sculpted and smaller. If needed, of course. Alright, I also do my jawline because I like it as sharp as possible. So sharp I could kill a man. Make sure you blend everything nicely. You don't want it to have too hard edges, you don't want it to look too obvious. What I do as well is I contour my bottom lip right here, the most plump part, to make it appear a bit more full, without having to overline my lips and without having to use lip injection, right? And then moving on is blush time. And I'm once again using a MAC product, and it's the shade Melba. It would look like that, and as you can tell, I love my blush. Tap off the excess as always. You can do this like kind of two ways as well. You can just apply it to the apples of your cheeks by like smiling, or as I do it, I go all the way up, blend it together with my contour, and also go up as far as my temple. I feel like it kind of gives me a more natural look, since I am the kind of person that blushes all over the face and not just on the apples of the cheek. Right. Moving on is time to highlight. And this indeed is no MAC product. It's Artist Couture. It's the Diamond Glow Powder in Mermaid Fantasy. And as you can probably figure from the name, it's in a kind of bluish, greenish tone of color. And it comes as a loose powder. Make sure you don't get too much on the brush, because as I said, it's really pigmented and it's really out there. I usually use a fan brush to apply my highlight, but I feel like with a loose powder it's a lot easier if you use a kind of triangle shaped one, and that be the 105 Luxe Highlight from Zoeva. You just want to apply it on the highest part of your cheekbones. You can do the bridge of your nose, the tip of your nose, and your cupid's bow, but you can also do the top of your brows. All up to you. And as I already said, you can always go in with more product. Yeah, you can already tell I am glowing. Spend enough time blending it. You really want to rather blend a bit too much and go over with some more highlight instead of not blending enough. I'm gonna move on to do the bridge of my nose, tip of my nose, and my cupid's bow. And I like to do that with my pinky. I feel like it's more precise. Kind of can control it more. So now it's time to do my brows. And like 2 weeks ago or something, I actually got myself the brow definer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I, up until now, used the brow pencil. Right, that was it. And I'm in the shape Taupe. Just gonna shape them out, and then I'm gonna fill them out with the Dipbrow pomade, also in shape Taupe by Anastasia Beverly Hills once again. And I'm gonna use Anastasia Beverly Hills, the number 12. It comes with a spoolie, which is really handy. Get a free spoolie. That's great. So I'm just gonna do my brows right now. So I always just shape in the top line and the bottom line. I never do the front, because that's where it should be like the lightest. Don't want your eyebrows to be too out there. It does look already a lot better, doesn't it? Alright, I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'm gonna fill them in. Always remember, as stupid as it sounds, and you probably heard this plenty times your eyebrows are sisters and not twins. So don't worry if they don't look exactly the same. Because basically nothing in your face does. Not even my nostrils look the same, so it's gonna go in with a bit of Dipbrow. You always want to make sure that the lightest part is right here, and the more it goes down the tail, the darker it gets. I always like to start by doing the bottom line and like the middle. Kind of gives me the most product on it, and I like to do the front at last because that means I just can use all the excess product that was on it on the brush. You don't have to dip in again and make it look harsher than it should be. Give yourself time with your brows, get to know them, get to love them. Don't worry about if you don't get them perfect the first time. God knows I did have some horrible brows back in my days. I was the kind of person that always thought that it was so weird if people filled out their brows. I was like, why would they do that? Have brows. No need to. And now I'm like, Jesus Christ, 15-year-old me was so stupid. But luckily I never was one of those people either that overpluck them. I mean, I do have quite a bit of brows, but they're just super light. Like to make the most defined, like where the arch is, then I always go over it with a spoolie. So you kind of blend it in, and it's not too harsh and it's not too much product on it, like you brush off all the excess product. And this eyebrow, for some reason, is a lot thinner than the other one. At least like where the tail is. And believe me, that annoys me to no end. Also, you want to work in small strokes. Don't go like long ones. It's easier to imitate hairs and to shape your eyebrows the smaller the strokes. Perfect. Gonna set them by using my brow gel by Makeup Forever. It's the Brow Seal and Transparent. Go over them. Make sure they stay where they are. Okay. So moving on. I'm gonna do the eyes, and I made myself a small palette once again by MAC, and I unfortunately have no clue what these colors are called, but I'm gonna find out what they're called and put them in the description box for you. Pick up two fluffy brushes. This one I'm gonna use for blending, and that's the MAC 224. This one is going to be the one to pack on the color, and that's the MAC 217. And I'm gonna go in with the lightest shade. That be that one. I'll let you know what it's called. It's gonna put that all over my lid. Do whatever is most convenient for you. Close your eyes, don't close them. I do kind of half thing, close and not close. It's gonna put that all over my lid. Also go a bit upwards, not too much, because you wanna not go as far up as you want it to end up looking, because blending it will make it go up as well. It's gonna go in and blend this. Right. Perfect. It's gonna do the same on the other eye. Always make sure to tap off the excess. You want the fallout to be all over your face. I mean, you can always start off by doing your eye makeup, but I don't know. It's kind of my pet peeve. I mean, obviously you can do whatever works best for you, and I can see why people would do that, since the fallout would be concealed and put on your foundation, everything, but I know, it's not my kind of thing. Just like doing my face first, and doing my eyes literally the second last. When I'm doing lips, that's like the last part. Wait. Go in. Same color again. Right at the other corner. To even it up. Then I'm gonna go in with this color, which I'm going to apply to like the last 2/3 of the outer corner. Gonna add in, tap off the excess. As I said, you don't want to go up too high, because you're always gonna blend it. Gonna do the same on the other side. Wanna go kind of up to where the arch of your brow is. It's where, as far as I go up. Then you just kind of blend it all together so it fades into the front. I like to blend by doing like small little circles, then going over the color as well. I do make a lot of weird faces. You can add as much or as little color to this as you want. Since this is a daily look, I'm not gonna put in a lot more. It's gonna put to the very, very, very outer end. It's the darkest color. Just a tad, tiny, teeny bit. Just kind of to give it more dimension. Blend, 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 blend. Like that will be the last thing you ever do. Perfect. I feel like there are too many harsh edges to this. You can always use your beauty blender that still has a little product on it and go over it. Make sure there's nothing that's like below here. And also use a bit of powder. But that is always up to you. Gonna do my lashes. For that, I'm gonna use the Roller Lash by Benefit. Gonna coat them, top lashes, and my bottom lashes. Trying really, really hard not to make a funny face right now. You obviously can add falsies to this, but I'm not too much of a fan of those. They look too fake on me. I haven't found a pair that looks really good, that I like. I always do my bottom lashes too. You can easily turn this into an evening look as well by just smearing out and smudging out your lower lash line with like the medium kind of shade color. Next I'm gonna do my lips, and I'll always use a lip balm before applying lipstick. It's made out of beeswax. Give that a smack. I always go over it with my finger. Just gonna press it in. Take off a bit of the excess. And today I'm gonna do Teddy Velvet by MAC. It's a matte lipstick. I'm gonna go over there with lip pencil, nice and spicy. Also by MAC. What else is new? Just gonna line them. I always start by doing my Cupid's bow. What helped me a lot is doing kind of an X thing to give them a nice shape. I don't overline them because I tried and I failed. Then just fill in your lips. Get out your lipstick and, you know, draw. That was it. That's my tutorial on how to get this kind of just wintry, autumny, daily look. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to follow me. I'll be posting or uploading videos every other week. Thank you very much. Bye bye.